Welcome to the 2022 Wisconsin Connections Academy graduation ceremony. My name is Jeff Lemahue, and I am the Dean of Students at Wisconsin Connections Academy. Thank you for everyone for coming out tonight to support our graduates. We're always glad to see such a big turnout. Also, welcome to everyone watching our live stream on YouTube. Thank you to 2020 graduate Nicholas Langenfeld for making that available for our families. We also want to thank our student musicians. Entertaining you on piano tonight, we had Jacob Belts, 11th grade, Liliana Belts, 7th grade, and Cordelia Belts, 4th grade. On the violin, playing Pomp and Circumstance, was Adrian Lee, a 9th grade WCA student. So we have a lot of talent here at WCA. Also, a special thank you to the senior homeroom teachers, Mrs. Werschke, Mrs. Plantico, and Mrs. Crum, for creating the PowerPoint that was being played prior to the ceremony. If you're interested in pictures of tonight's ceremony, you can meet with Studio B Photography, Jamie Brace, after the ceremony, and you can arrange to have all the pictures she takes sent to you in a few weeks. So you might want to take advantage of that opportunity. Finally, we welcome you to stay after the ceremony. We have some refreshments. The teachers will be hanging around if you want to mingle with your teachers, so that will be upstairs in the patio. This is a big night for our graduates. It's also a special year for Wisconsin Connections Academy. This is our 20th year, and many people don't know that 20 years ago, we were the first Connections Academy school in the country. Now, they have 45 schools in 31 states with over 100,000 students participating in Connections Academy. We didn't add high school until 2011, so 2012 was our first graduating class. That year, we had 9 graduates, and we had 4 people on this stage. This year, we have 50 graduates with 27 members participating, so it's a great turnout. I know it's difficult because not everyone is from the area. People have made a long-distance ride to come here, so appreciated. Over the years, traditions have formed at our ceremony, and one of these traditions is we like to introduce the students in the beginning, so you know who is up here, and it's always nice to know where they are from. So we're going to begin with that. Please hold your applause until the end. We're going to start in the back and move to the front. Rocky Wiskowski, Baraboo. Abigail Whaley, Holton. And I do need to point out that according to my calculations, Abby had the longest drive today, about 4 hours. Holton is on the border of Minnesota near Hudson, so thank you, Abby. Reese Walther, Burlington. Jessica Volkman, Antigo. Isabel Vandenhavel, Oshkosh. Allison Stearns, Appleton. Logan Rohde, Hartford. Jalea Ramstack, Rubicon. Summer Paulson, Chippewa Falls. Ethan Mostek, Appleton. Amberly Mall, Kaukauna. Seth Merkis, Brooklyn. Andrew Leaf, Milwaukee. Autumn Lance, Menasha. Reese Garza, Green Bay. Tierra Ebelt, Appleton. Cody Darge, Crivets. Madeline Coyle, Mukwonago. Madison Colvin, Lake Mills. Aisha Schlee, Appleton. Nalia Boys, Janesville. Melanie Bonilla, Appleton. Elijah Bogar, Kenosha. Elena Betts, Strait, Eau Claire. Adelaide Betts, Strum. Chloe Berg, Franklin. Peyton Anderson, Stoughton. You may be seated. We have a number of presenters this evening to address our graduates. Principal Michelle Miller, who has been with WCA since we started in 2002, will begin with the senior address.
Welcome to the 2022 Wisconsin Connections Academy graduation. Thank you for joining us on this glorious evening to celebrate the accomplishments of these students. As a staff, we are thrilled to see our graduating class walk the stage and receive their diplomas. Congratulations, graduates. You have finished high school. Now it's time to reflect on your experience. Wisconsin Connections Academy is not a traditional school. There are no bells, no noisy hallways, no lockers or gym. Wisconsin Connections Academy is different. It is not a building or a place, but is made up of people. It is a group of students who have decided to make a choice to learn different, to work hard using 21st century skills, to gain knowledge and understanding that will serve them in college, in work, and in life. Last Friday at Bay Beach, we celebrated our 8th graders moving on to high school. One of our students gave a speech, and I asked her if I could share it today, as I believe it sums up many of your experiences at Wisconsin Connections Academy. So Leah shared, "It was great to meet some of my fellow 8th graders in person. I was reluctant to volunteer and speak today because I do not like to publicly speak. But one thing that I have learned while attending WCA and from other online courses is that some things always feel impossible until it is done." When I was writing this speech, it was so hard to believe that we had already completed middle school. It seems like yesterday I just logged into my first lesson as a student at WCA, looked at the modules, and feeling like it would take forever. I think many of you felt the same way I did, but we made it. Although we did not meet face-to-face often, I will remember the chats during live lessons, the jokes from our instructors, making connections with students from all over the state of Wisconsin, and being fortunate enough to make some friends. Attending WCA has made me more responsible. It has made me become more structured and disciplined. It has taught me how to better manage time and organize better. I have learned that I am and we are responsible for our educational journeys. That I am and we are the pilots, and our instructors, parents, or learning coaches are our co-pilots. I hope that you will all carry some of those same memories with you as we go on into the next stage of not only our education, but also our lives. As we embark on this journey, I want to leave you all with the following quote by an author, educator, and public speaker, Stedman Graham. "There are no limits to what you can accomplish when you know who you are and have faith in what you do." Thank you for taking the time to listen to my words. A special thank you to all the WCA staff, our families, and our friends for continuing to support us. Enjoy the rest of your day and always live your truth. All of these people are the school. Students, supporters, staff. They have worked together to make your graduation and receiving a diploma possible. In the future, when people ask about the high school you attended, let them know proudly, I went to Wisconsin Connections Academy, a great school made up of great people. There is one student that I want to recognize tonight, Jessica Volkman. You want to stand up, Jessica? She does not know I'm doing this. So Jessica completed her entire K-12 schooling experience at WCA. So until our goodbye becomes a hello, go forth with my warmest wishes. I cannot wait to see what great things you do and as you move forward into your new chapter of your life. Congratulations. To close, I have one charge for our graduates. Let this achievement motivate you. Let it push you, let it guide you, and know that there is no traditional path to success. Your journey is your own, and it's up to you to create it. Congratulations again. I look forward to seeing the awe-inspiring things you do go out and the awe-inspiring things you go out and do in the world. Set your goals high and always dream big, because you are only as big as your dreams you dare to live. Thank you.
Thank you, Mrs. Miller. You may have noticed in the program that some students are listed as National Honor Society members. In order to participate in NHS, you must have a high grade point average and commit to at least 20 hours per year of community service. Our first student speaker of the evening is not only the NHS member, but also the president of NHS. Peyton Anderson has been with WCA since 9th grade, and her education does not stop here. UW Stevens Point will be lucky to have her next year representing the senior class, Peyton Anderson.
Welcome to the Wisconsin Connections Academy Class of 2022 graduation ceremony. As the president of the National Honor Society, I'm honored to be here to address you on behalf of my class. First and foremost, I'd like to thank our teachers, staff, learning coaches, and families for guiding us to reach this milestone. I'd also like to thank you for joining us to celebrate the end of our high school careers. To those who could not be here with us, we honor you for also being a part of our journeys. It was a challenge to find the right words to give an everlasting, final message to express my gratitude towards this school and everyone joining us today. To portray each individual story is nearly impossible, but I still felt the need to try my best to speak on everyone's behalf. Notably, these past 4 years have made a historical impact on our world. I know many of us, including myself, are grateful to have been able to navigate through these challenges and are thankful for the wonderful mentors in our lives who assisted us through these trying times. Although we have been through some of the most action-packed 4 years of our lifetime, each event has caused us to grow tremendously. As a student, I have noticed the growth each of my peers has gone through since our freshman year. Their creativity, determination, and everlasting compassion for others has always inspired me. Throughout these 4 years, I have met countless peers who never shied away from sharing their vibrant personalities. I have created bonds with many students, even with the barriers an online school may bring. Although we may be behind our keyboards, we still found ways to connect and create everlasting friendships with one another. Whether that be through field trips, joining clubs, or chatting with each other in live lesson classrooms. Many students here today have engraved their bright, energetic, and witty personalities into my mind for the rest of my lifetime. They have always made me feel welcome, disregarding expectations set in Disney movies for high schoolers to act otherwise. Instead of creating burn books, each student welcomed me to join their conversations and engage in memorable discussions. In addition to their embracing exchanges, the determination of each of my peers has been incredibly motivational to me. Our non-traditional learning environment slowly became more common across the world and allowed others to understand our way of learning. For many, this sudden change was a curse, but for others, it was a new way of learning. Some students joined our school for this reason. As a returning student of 4 years, I remember how much joy I felt during my first year attending an online school. I had found a school that made learning fun, I felt connected to my teachers, peers, and enjoyed learning for the first time in years. With that said, I might have started my learning experience at this school later than others, but I still felt as if I had gone here for years during my first month. I felt connected to my teachers due to the welcoming environments they provided in their online classrooms. Although teaching and learning might have the barrier of not seeing each other on a daily basis, each teacher made a note to remind us students to not hesitate to call or send a webmail to them if we needed help academically or even personally. During the past 4 years, each of my teachers has made an impact on me as a person. I was able to discover my purpose and strive to become the best version of myself from their guidance. They taught me the importance of doing my best and how my hard work will truly pay off in the end. For example, I have known Mrs. Plenigo throughout my entire high school career. She has always made me feel welcomed and praised me for my mediocre Spanish speaking skills, which thankfully improved over time due to her teaching. During my senior year, I was fortunate enough to have her as my homeroom teacher. During our meetings, I truly felt connected to her. She remembered my pets, which there's a lot of, and would share stories of her own. When deciding which university I would like to attend and which major I would like to pursue, she was there to guide me through the process. From completing lengthy applications to giving me personal advice about university. In the end, I have found what I would like to do in my future thanks to her and the other incredible teachers and staff at Wisconsin Connections Academy. Although I'm sad for this to end, I must go. I hope each of my peers continues to positively impact the world around us as they go off to further their education, defend our country, or join the workforce and begin their journey as an adult in the world. Again, thank you for joining us to celebrate the achievements of the Wisconsin Connections Academy Class of 2022.
Peyton, I want you to know I did pick up on your reference to the movie Mean Girls, and everyone who's seen it is probably thinking that speech was fetch, right? Some people know. Earlier this semester, Mrs. Werschke sent an email asking if any of the graduates would like to sing at the ceremony. And apparently nobody read that email. When we do try to find someone to sing, we always look for a song with a message for the graduates, and we have the perfect song in mind. Last year, we had a WCA graduate write a song specifically for the Wisconsin Connections Academy graduation ceremony. You may have seen her in some of your virtual classes last year, singing her original song, This Is Not the End, 2021 WCA graduate, Trinity Grace.
Life is full of promises, and we can see when it will end. We can't control what's been said, only what lies ahead. The past is stuck in the past. We make the most of what we have. Time is gone, oh so fast, so let's make it last. This is not the end, only the beginning. We are here and living, oh, the future is waiting. This is not the end, only the beginning. We are here and living, oh, the future is waiting. We know and keep these memories in the same pocket of our keys to doors of things we won't see until we walk away. It's bittersweet and so confusing, but life is life and it's so amusing. We work for it, there's no losing at the end of the day. This is not the end, only the beginning. We are here and living, oh, the future is waiting. This is not the end, only the beginning. We are here and living, oh, the future is waiting. We talk the talk and we walk the walk. It hurts to go, but it hurts to stop. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. We talk the talk and we walk the walk. It hurts to go, but it hurts to stop. It's inevitable. It's inevitable. This is not the end, only the beginning. Oh, we are here and living. Oh, the future is waiting. Oh, this is not the end, only the beginning. We are here and living. Oh, the future is waiting. Congratulations to the class of 2022.
Thank you, Trinity. You can find her on Spotify, Trinity Grace. Earlier tonight, you heard from Principal Michelle Miller, and most of the students think that Michelle runs the school and calls all the shots. Kind of true, but not necessarily always the case. We have tonight for our distinguished speaker, we went all the way to the top of the school district this time. She started out as a music teacher, moved up to assistant principal, then principal. She first connected with WCA as an assistant superintendent who would oversee the charter schools, and WCA was one of those charter schools. She did such a great job. She was then promoted to superintendent of the entire school district, the Appleton Area School District. It's a big district. There's a lot of schools, but we're pretty certain WCA is her favorite. The distinguished speaker for the evening, Appleton Area School District Superintendent, Dr. Judith Baseman.
I have to admit, I do have a special place in my heart for WCA. I am so proud of the work that this staff has done over the years, and Principal Miller and principals before her. It just really exemplifies so many qualities that I'm proud of for our district. So thank you for that great introduction, Mr. Lemieux. So Wisconsin Connection Academy graduating seniors, family members, guests, staff, it is both a privilege and an honor for me to be here with you tonight to celebrate and to pay honor to the graduating class of 2022 of WCA. 20 years ago, WCA, the first K-8 virtual school in Wisconsin, opened its doors here in the Appleton Area School District. 10 years later, WCA expanded to add high school courses. And then, a few years later, 4K programming became a reality. And now, here we are celebrating our class of 2022 and all of your accomplishments and all of the possibilities that await you. A lot of things had to happen to get you here today, but you are right where you need to be. I'm so thankful for the unique learning opportunity that WCA provides you and for the flexibility and support that it offers you and our families. The Appleton Area School District has long embraced the reality that one size does not fit all. In doing that, over the years, we have developed many innovative educational opportunities for our students and our families, providing multiple choices and options. We have 13 charter schools, 22 neighborhood schools, 1 magnet school, and other unique programs that we are able to offer with a wide variety of teaching and learning experiences to benefit all of our kids, because we want to make sure that each child is successful, each student, every day. And now a special message for the parents and family members of WCA graduates. We'd like to extend our appreciation to you for allowing us to play a role in the educational journey of your children. As educators, it's one of our greatest joys to see students mature into successful young adults. And as many of you know, I am retiring at the end of this month, and I've been reflecting on those 27 years that I've had to serve here in the Appleton Area School District. And as I've been thinking and reflecting, it's very apparent to me that the partnerships we have with our families and our students are critical to our success. And it's heartening to see so many families like you that are involved and supportive of your students' education. Today is a celebration not only of our graduates, but of you as well, families and parents and guardians. A celebration of you and your work and your support for our graduates. To our graduating seniors, your parents and families and teachers have watched over you, and they've done their best to provide you with a rigorous curriculum along with the support needed to prepare you for the next step in your journey. I ask you to please find a moment tonight to thank them and share your gratitude. It's so important. And although we do not know each other personally, I would venture to say that graduates, you as individuals are innovative and you like to try some new things. You're a talented and special group of students, and in many cases have taken the road less traveled to achieve your goals. These are traits that likely led you down the path to a virtual charter school, and they're wonderful qualities that will serve you well in our ever-changing society. As students in an innovative learning environment like WCA, you've already been pioneers in the field of learning. You've gone beyond the traditional approach to education by exploring and taking your own path, with your parents and teachers as your guide. You've learned through virtual classrooms, online research, Zoom interviews, phone conferences, and much more. And while the academic knowledge and expertise you've gained to this point are only a beginning, I know that you have gained the skills to be successful no matter what the circumstances. As Peyton mentioned, you are seniors who have survived and navigated through a global pandemic. No one could have expected or predicted any of this for any of us. And you have persevered, you've stuck with it, and here you are. I think we really need to celebrate that. That is amazing and no small task. We encourage you to use your abilities in this area to support and help others who may not be as comfortable with change and challenge as you have been. Take some time to pay it forward when you can. Reach out, support, listen to the people that you're with. You've come through this together. You can encourage others to do the same. Getting here tonight has required a huge amount of persistence. Persistence in completing assignments, passing tests, being present in the virtual classroom, persistence in producing work that meets the high standards of WCA. I think we all know that there are a lot of virtual schools around. I, for one, know that the expectations and the excellence of WCA as a virtual school is unique and to be proud of and appreciated. And it took persistence to achieve those high standards that we are all so proud of. I also know that you had to be persistent in traveling long distances to complete assessments and all those state tests over the years. That was no small achievement. And all of these examples demonstrate your determination and tenacity. It's an essential quality for all of us. We all need persistence as family members, teachers, employers, workers, in every walk of life, whatever path you choose. Persistence is a great attribute to have. So I think you've proven to everyone here tonight that you have the ability to complete a journey with persistence and with innovation. Despite many changes and challenges you have come through. And upon graduation, no matter how you arrived at this point, you are a success. So congratulations to all of you on your graduation. Always remember, please, that gratitude to those who helped you get here, the WCA staff, your families, your parents, your colleagues, your peers. Make sure to thank them, please. It's so important. Gratitude is huge. We don't hear enough of it. So please take some time tonight to share your gratitude. We look forward to hearing about you and your accomplishments and your success. You will always have a home in the Appleton Area School District, and we wish you all the best for the next step of your journey. Congratulations to each and every one of you. Thank you.
Thank you, Dr. Baseman. Enjoy your well-deserved retirement. Our first speaker, Peyton, is the president of the National Honor Society. Our next speaker, Nelia Boyes, is the vice president of NHS, and she is also the recipient of the Academic Excellence Scholarship. The scholarship goes to the student with the highest GPA, and the tiebreaker, if needed, is ACT score. Well, Nelia wasn't going to mess around with that tiebreaker. She is our first student ever to have a perfect score on the ACT, a 36. Representing the senior class, Nelia Boyes.
Thank you, Mr. Lemahieu. While I have known you throughout my entire time at WCA, your academic guidance during high school has been invaluable. Plus, I know that the cookie break during the ACT helped me achieve that score. And as you joked, after the end of my 8th grade commencement speech, here I am, giving one at high school graduation. Staring at all of these faces, I don't know if I find the joke that funny anymore. Before I start, I would also like to congratulate all of my fellow graduates for making it to this moment today. The only constant in life is change. A Greek philosopher first spoke those words nearly 2,500 years ago, yet they are just as, if not more true today. I have had the pleasure and honor of being a WCA student for 11 years. And throughout my time at WCA, I have witnessed many changes at our beloved school. I have witnessed the number of students grow tremendously. I have seen the introduction of new activities like esports and new groups like the Star Wars Club. I've also witnessed the start of new programs like Pen Pals and peer mentoring. WCA even changed their school colors and mascots. But between you and me, the color orange in the Starboy mascot will always have a special place in my memories. I have also encountered so many teachers who have impacted my life and watched as they moved on to their next professional endeavor. However, it is not just WCA that has changed. I have too. I entered WCA as a mere second grader who was losing my spark of curiosity, and am leaving as a soon-to-be college freshman who is eager and curious for what the next chapters hold. Regardless of how long each of you has been a student, I am sure that you have also changed due to your time at WCA. Maybe it was something big, something life-altering that changed you. Someone in this audience may have discovered a passion for leadership through peer mentoring, a love of astronomy due to Miss Peachy's class, a lifetime photography hobby because of Mrs. Payne's course, or a desire to teach while watching any of WCA's phenomenal teachers. For a different person in this audience, WCA's flexible schedule may have allowed you to explore different employment opportunities and find the job that you know you want to pursue for the rest of your life. However, maybe it was the small things about WCA, the memories that you made along the way that impacted you. These memories could include logging on early for one of Mrs. Noto's iconic jokes each week, relishing in the comfort that comes from having a perpetual pajama day for the entire school year, or participating in one of WCA's fabulous field trips. I mean, who doesn't want to end the school year with a trip to the amusement park? While all of us might have changed in different ways and have been a student for differing amounts of time, be it 1 year or 10 years, I am certain that WCA is the kind of school that will leave a lasting impression on every student that passes through its virtual halls. However, today is not just a day to reminisce about the great times of the past. It is a day to commemorate and celebrate the unfolding of our future. To honor that, I'd like to share a lesson that I know will help me succeed during the next chapters of my life. It's the quote that I have on my graduation cap, ad astra per aspera. It translates to through hardships to the stars. While I've always tried to maximize my high school education, let's just say that I wouldn't always recommend taking 8 classes your freshman year, and I might concede that 7 science classes and 5 math classes during high school may be going a little bit overboard. This past year was by far my hardest. I love math and science because they are black and white. There's a right answer and a wrong answer. Due to this, English has always been my hardest subject. Yet, despite my mom's concerns, I thought that it would be a great idea to take AP Literature and Composition. As I found myself in a class where everything and every answer seemed to fall in a shade of gray, I learned this lesson. I've always taken pride in my schoolwork, and suddenly I started receiving the lowest scores in my life. I felt like I was losing some of the joy I felt in learning. Now, this was not due to WCA or the teacher because she was fantastic. It was just because I felt like I was not meeting the expectations that I had for myself. However, if I was given the chance to undo my decision and not take the class, I would change nothing. To me, my experience in AP Literature and Composition represents the quote that I have on my cap. Through the hardships I faced in the class, I learned the importance of perseverance up to a point. With enough hard work, as long as it is not at the expense of your happiness, anything is possible. In the future, we will all face hardships, be it a tough class, an overbearing colleague, or a task that feels impossible. But as long as we persevere, we can figuratively or literally reach the stars. Moreover, we might succeed due to the hardships, not despite them. As Henry Ford observed, when everything seems to be going against you, remember that the airplane takes off against the wind, not with it. Before I end, I would like to take this time to thank all of the wonderful people here today that have helped all of us reach this point. I would like to thank all of our parents and family members. To my mom, thank you for being my learning coach all these years. My experience would not have been as fantastic as it has been without your constant love, help, and support. To my dad, thank you for always being my science lab partner and helping fuel my curiosity. Everything that you have done has helped solidify the path that I want for my life. To my sister, thank you for always being the best role model and showing me the importance of excelling in academics and extracurricular activities. I would also like to thank, on behalf of all of my fellow students, all of the amazing WCA teachers and staff. It truly is the phenomenal people that make WCA incredible. Lastly, I would like to thank all of my fellow students. It has been my honor to be your peer all of these years through each class, discussion board post, and live lesson. I know that each one of us will go on to do great things. And as we go on to our exciting and maybe still unknown futures, I know that we will continue to change. But the one thing is certain, the lessons that we have learned here at WCA will continue to be another guiding constant that helps each of us reach the stars.
Now, you're probably all thinking that, Nalia must have been the greatest student for all these teachers all these years, but she doesn't know it. She's caused some problems at school. Since she was with us in second grade, all the teachers are trying to claim credit for her success. So I want to thank you, Nalia, and all staff members here tonight. She clearly said her ACT proctor and the cookie break we had was the reason. So. Thank you to all the presenters this evening. At this time, we will present the diplomas. Graduates, please rise. When I call your name, please cross the stage to receive your diploma. Peyton Anderson. Chloe Berg. Adelaide Betts. Elena Betts Straight. Elijah Bogar. Melanie Bonilla. Nalia Boys. Aisha Schlich. Madison Colvin. Madeline Coyle. Cody Darge. Tierra Ebelt. Reese Garza. Autumn Lance. Andrew Leaf. Seth Merkus. Amberly Mall. Ethan Mostek. Summer Paulson. Jalea Ramstack. Logan Rohde. Allison Stearns. Isabel Vandenhavel. Jessica Volkman. Reese Walther. Abigail Whaley. Rocky Wiskowski. I hereby certify that these students have met the high school graduation requirements required by the state of Wisconsin. Students, you may turn your tassel. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022. Thank you for coming, everyone. Please join us for refreshments on the upstairs patio.